So you want to play a rogue, but you want to be someone else than Thievey McSteelypants? Don't worry, I've got your back. Welcome to the Attic Dungeon. My name is Sam. Whether you want to be an archaeologist or a circus artist vigilante, I'm here to help you with everything. Congratulations, you've arrived at the obligatory self-promotion part of the episode. This is where I thank you for watching me, which I actually mean, by the way, and I shamelessly ask you to share my stuff with your friends, your family, your co-workers, your dog, your cat, heck, even your fish might like it if he's into Dungeons and Dragons. That's how we beat the algorithm, that's how I become glorious and famous. Thank you. If you enjoy my stuff, subscriptions down below, little bells down below. Enjoy the show. Ah yes, the rogue, one of the classic classes, makes up the party of three, as people might know, the fighter, the rogue, and the wizard, like the traditional party. Add a cleric if you need a healer. But role-playing wise, they tend to get stuck in one of two roles. Either they are the brooding assassin or the happy-go-lucky thief that steals everything on your pants if you're not looking. We're going to try to avoid role-playing those today. But first, I'm going to tell you how to roleplay those. As always, for my role-playing series, I'm here to do two things. First, I'm here to help you flesh out a traditional rogue. So that includes the criminal element, but I'm not going to do those things that I hate. And then on the other hand, I'm here to provide you with a few ideas on more atypical rogue ideas you can roleplay. So let's get started with our traditional rogue. So the traditional rogue tends to have a criminal element. They are a thief, an assassin, a spy for some criminal organization, and that's actually most of the rogue. They have so little inherent role-playing going on for them, so there's not that much to think about when you're playing a normal rogue. So if you are in cahoots with crime, think about what type of criminal you are. Are you a small-time con artist? Are you a cat burglar? Are you part of an organized syndicate who's smuggling stuff? Are you a smuggler, perhaps? Because that is going to root you in your world. Like, what are you doing and how do you do it? With whom do you do it? Do you have any problems with people in your hometown because of what you're doing? Maybe your parents are disappointed. Spoiler warning, they don't have to be dead. Maybe your crime lord is angry at you because you did something that upset him. Maybe the local law's just out to get you because they finally identified who that daring cat burglar was who stole all the gold from the king's bedroom. I don't know, you get the idea. So pretty much a rogue is completely defined by the life of crime they lead, which is kind of boring. So obviously we are going to try to come up with a bit more. As always, the question arises for martial characters, for any character basically. Did somebody train you? Who made you the burglar that you are right now? Are you self-taught? Were you some street orphan and you trained yourself in thievery to survive and kind of kept going from there? Or was it more like Oliver Twist type of thing? Did you have a mentor who taught you how to steal and pickpockets and whatever you do? And I think if you put a criminal element and who trained you or no one trained you, and were you part of an organization, yes or no? Why did you leave your hometown or your place, like the place where you were before you started adventuring? Why did you leave that? As I said, law, criminal organization, what have you. And why are you adventuring? I think those 5 questions are actually all you need to make a normal, traditional rogue. Obviously, you can make them cheery, you can make them brooding, anything in between, that's up to you. But like class background wise, there's really not that much to tell about rogues. Which is cool because that gives me all the more freedom to make them do fun stuff. Our first alternate dress up for the rogue is, well, we'll start with an archaeologist. So If you're a fan of Indiana Jones movies, good news, because the rogue is the ideal class to play in Archeologist. You're one of the top explorers in the game, so it's not that hard to actually pair your exploring side with an interest in archaeology. Your rogue has a keen interest in ancient cultures. They're looking for some old powerful artifact that has been believed to be lost for 500 years, and they're not looking for it for a crime boss. They're looking for it because they're interested in the cultural value of the thing. Obviously other fields of science would work as well, like a botanist or a cartographer. Those are also like science branches that require you to be in the field. You need to see things to complete your scientific goals. So all of those fit really well onto a rogue, because scientists, like apart from the artificer, tend to be non-magic-y. Because usually the magic-y scientists are, wizards, they're just magic. So having a non-magical class is really good for those type of background. So your rogue is a perfect field scientist. I took Archeologist because when I see Indiana Jones, I do often think he would be a rogue in Dungeons and Dragons. So there you go. The first alternate rogue is your Archeologist. The second one is going to tackle the fact, as you know, I like to do a bit of opposite day. Like I take a well-known fact about rogues, and in this case about rogues, and I flip it upside down for the alternate take. So rogues tend to be chaotic good or chaotic neutral because people want to do shit that is not according to the law. We're going to put him in the military. There we are, we're going to put our rogue in the military. The rogues literally have a subclass named Scout. So what is stopping your rogue from being a scout for the army instead of the usual undisciplined rapscallion that they are? Your scout might, if you want to stay on the tradition, a bit more on the traditional roguey side, maybe they're also a spy for the military and only their higher ups know about this, which is also nice. You get like a minimal secret agent element there. You're part of the military, you get assignments as a scout, but when you're not scouting, you're also spying for the military. Basically, you're an information gatherer. But the fact that you're put in the military gives you an entirely different personality. You are following military orders, you have to obey the code of conduct, military rank is very important. For once, actually, the paladin might not smack you in the face upon meeting you because you actually have a few ounces of discipline in your body and you could get along for a change. Nobody says you can't be disciplined when sneak attacking someone in the back. It's all a terrible lie. So the military rogue works, I think. It gives a nice twist on the traditional chaotic idiot. Then I also... I talked in my intro about the Circus Vigilante. Now, this one kind of became a blend of two ideas because I like the idea of having a dual identity. So, originally I had the idea, look, a rogue is actually really well fit to be a circus artist. They can be a juggler, they can be an acrobat of some sorts. There's quite a few functions within a circus family that they could fill. And that could be a nice pick for your rogue. You're very nimble, you can juggle knives, what have you. So the rogue as a circus artist is a cool fit. It also allows you to travel around, good fun. I also had the idea people might want to keep their rogue dark and broody. So maybe we could take the rogue and become a vigilante. At night you're stalking the rooftops and taking down crime syndicates instead of being a crime syndicate. And then I fused the two together when you have circus artist by day, angry Batman by night. And for some reason it sounds like a rogue I really want to play. So you have your day identity and sometimes at night you go out to stop crime. They're very contradictory identities, being the cheery circus artist, I'm going to assume, and Christian Bale's Batman by night. So that all works out really well. An obvious one for the rogue, though it's a bit too close to comfort, I think, too close to home. Don't hesitate to turn your rogue into a pirate. You have a literal swashbuckler subclass. Pirates are rogues. That's just my last note I'm going to hand out here. Pirates are rogues, so a pirate rogue is an easy fit as well. But rather remember the Archeologist, the Army Scout, and the Circus Vigilante rogues as ideas where you can do something different than just stealing someone's pants while they're wearing it. There we are, those are my hot takes on alternate rogue role-playing. I hope you enjoy them, and don't hesitate to tell me about the rogue that you are playing or that you have played in the comments down below. And if everything goes well, dear people, I will see you all again in 2 weeks in the Attic Dungeon.